OK，早上好，大家早上好。Welcome to this Chinese Culture and Language 101. So 我是 Tree 徐莹莹。OK, let's review what we learned from last time. And we already learned how to greet at the first time to meet each other, right? Do you still remember? What should we say when we first time to meet each other? Two words, two characters. And you can type or you can just unmute. Anyone still remember? Yes, 你好. So, do you know? So, how do we greet when we already know each other? Well, we have another one coming. So, how do we greet when we already know each other, especially in the morning? So you can see the third PowerPoint. 早上好. Good morning. Actually, I said it before. So 你好, you already know 你好. The character 好 means good, right? So 早上 is morning. So in our grammar is morning good, 早上好, which means good morning. So you can say 早, just be careful with the one character 早. If you pronounce it wrong, it could be a really inappropriate word. So I suggest in the beginning, if you can say the full sentence 早上好, which can also help you during the learning. Say the full sentence. So let's practice 早上好. Next slide. 早上好. 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 So from now on, the beginning of every class, I will 早上好, you guys, and everyone, you can unmute your mic, say 早上好 Tree back. So let's do it. 早上好, 我是 Tree.
早上好 Tree.
棒棒的，棒棒的，太棒了。So let's do this one. Next one. We've learned numbers last time. Can you count from 0 to 12? 0到12. Anyone volunteer? 0到12. Let me see.
Can I go?
Yes.
Okay. 1 through 12, right?
0 to 12.
Oh, okay. 0 is... Wait, which one was 0 again?
0. Yes.
0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12.
太棒了，太棒了。然后你say backwards. Can you do backwards?
Sure.
Yes.
10 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 0.
Perfect. 太棒了，太棒了。So I guess most of you can do it in orders now. Let's see if you can do it randomly. Let's move on next test. We already know the quiz answer, but can you read these numbers? Next slide. So do you remember the answer of this quiz? 下列哪些是幸运数字呢？ And from now on, I will speak more and more Chinese, so your ears will slowly get used to it, and your ear muscles will remember the feelings. 你的耳朵会有记忆的哦。So let's see. Rachel, do you remember the lucky numbers? 你还记得哪些是幸运数字吗？
I know one of them is Z. Z is 6, right? Oh, no, I
So
got that one.
you mean 4?
Oh, no, it's 6, 9, and 8. But so
6,
9.
9, and 8. And how do you read 6 and 9 and 8?
So 9 is Jill.
Yes.
6 is Leo.
6
Leo.
6
And 8 is Bon. Or
Yeah. 太棒了，太棒了！哇哦。And the 4 you said is 4. That means this. But great, great. So 6 6 6 9 9 8 8. Yeah, perfect. Next one. Next one, I remember the quiz was from the first class. So do you still remember the answer? And this one is hard because you remember we do math when we count. So what is the answer? Let me Emily? Do you still remember the answer?
Not really. Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
I think it was Wu Liu.
Perfect. Wow, you have a good memory. 5 6, and you remember the one by one. But do you know how to read it? Remember, 10 5s plus 6 is 56, right? So how do you do it? 5, and then what is 10?
She.
Yeah, 50, and then 6.
Leo.
Perfect. 太棒了，太棒了。56. Yes. So the answer is 56. So for other answers, you can read like 76, the first one, and the second one 56. The third one is 47. So the fourth one, I will read it. You don't have to remember. 129. 百 means 100. So 100, 100 plus 29. 29 is 29. So 2 tens plus 9. Great. Let's move on a new quiz. 太棒了. So how many time zones in China? You can type your answers. 你可以把你的答案写在留言区。我们中国有多少个时区呢？目前的答案有2、1、2。我们还有答案4。So the correct answer is 1. We only have 1 一个，我们只有一个时区哦。So there was a joke, like there was one guy who was looking for a job, and his friends say, "How about Xinjiang? In that province, you can be off after sunset." He said, that's a really good job." And after he got there, he found out that it's still bright even at 9 p.m. 9点。Because we only have one time zone, 一个时区, so it doesn't change no matter summer or winter. Xinjiang is in the north part of China, so after like 9 p.m. it's still bright. So I was a bit confused at first when last week Andrew told me like, sorry, it's not 10 p.m. It would be 11 p.m. at my time to teach. I was like, what? Like you changed the time? But then I realized it's the time zone. You're like, because the daylight, your time zone changes. So it's 14 hours ahead between with China. It's like we only have one time zone, so we don't have these things. So when someone send you the meeting time, we don't have any confusion. So next one, 第四题. How many empresses has China had in history? 我们中国在历史上有多少个女皇帝呢？一个、两个，还是三个，还是四个呢？Someone has 2, 3. You can unmute yourself actually. Like if your background is not noisy, you can unmute yourself and say the answers. Because you already learned all the how to pronounce those numbers. Okay, we have the correct answer. So there are 3 emperors in total. 3, 三个. Namely Shang Emperor of the Northern Wei Dynasty, Wenjia Emperor, and Holy Spirit Emperor. So the first one, the Shang Emperor of the Northern Wei, known as Yuan Girl, in history, was the only child of the emperor. So this Yuan Girl didn't really ascend to the throne. There isn't any records of what her first name was, as we only know her last name, Yuan. So calling her the first female emperor in Chinese history is up to debate. So the second one, the Wenjia Emperor, Chen Shuozhen. So Chen Shuozhen started a revolution for peasants during Tang Dynasty. During that time, most common people consider her as a real empress, although she did not hold the title officially. The third one is most well-known one in China, because most like for Chinese people, they only know one. Is this one, the Holy Spirit Emperor Wu Zetian. We have so many drama like soap operas about her. She was excelled at governing this country, attached great importance to attracting talent, pioneered the testing system. The testing system actually, for most countries' testing system, they were originate from this one. So in the early stage of her reign, imagine she was the only woman in office. So those who would try to overthrow her would face severe and cruel punishments. But in general, she restored Tang Dynasty, which was the most prosperous and enlightened dynasty in history. So in that time, like even for nowadays, people would think if you're slim, if you're not skinny but you're slim, you're considered beautiful, especially for girls, right? But in that time, if you're, we wouldn't say fat, but slim is not a beauty standard in that time, because people are rich, they have enough food to eat. So like in Chinese, we were called like in that time, fat is the beauty standard. But actually, I think it's more like a good shape. And in that time, many other foreign countries would try their best to come to China to seek protection, trade, or learn culture, languages, like technology and everything, almost everything. That was like most powerful dynasty in our history. So next one, since we about to learn food, let's have some food quiz. So in some dynasties, people use 糯米 to build the Great Wall. Is that true or false? 糯米 sticky rice. Emily said true， 是对的还是真的还是假的呢？ True or false， 真或假？ Anyone has other answers? Because sticky rice, in that time, like in old times, food is always the problem of every country, right? Most people, they don't have enough food to eat, and you use food to build the Great Wall. Okay, you guys are too clever. Yes, we do use sticky rice to build the Great Wall. 2,000 years ago, people were very clever. They used sticky rice and mud to build the Great Wall. And you can tell from the name, sticky rice is sticky. So once it was built, it dried out. It was so solid that a sword or an arrow couldn't penetrate it. So like we use it for the construction. So food was so precious in that time. How did the emperor prevent people from eating it? From eating all the materials, right? So on some part of the Great Wall, you can still see names on it. Some of them were not from tourists, but from people who built it and from managers. So say if any break has any problems, they would find the people who were responsible for it. And of course, depending on local environment and climate, they use different ways to build. So when they don't have internet, they really focus on what they could do, right? And master at it. So next one. Do we need to tip in China? 在中国我们给小费吗？ So when you go into any restaurant, do you need to tip? I mean, have you guys been to been to China? Everyone said the correct answer. So we don't tip in China at all, no matter where you are, because they have a salary and they doesn't rely on tips. So if you tip in China, the waiter or waitress won't take that as a compliment. But in some Western restaurants, they do have tip jar, but usually for donations. I guess next time I need to prepare some complicated quizzes, difficult quizzes. So next one. So most Chinese people eat rice or noodles as their main course. 大部分中国人是吃米饭还是吃面呢？作为他们主食，他们主食是米饭还是面呢？ So rice 米饭 noodles 面 So we have different answers this time. Noodles, rice. So this is a tricky question, okay? Most northern people take noodles, 面, as their main course, and 1,000 people take rice, 米饭, as their main course, 主食. But it's not 100%. Sometimes I'm 1,000 people. Sometimes I will take 面 as my main course too. And some of my friends, like, they're in the 1,000 part, but they still take rice. Like, no, in the northern part, they still take rice. I remember, like, in school, because I studied in Nanjing University, which is in the southern, but we do have a lot of northern students. They would like enjoy the rice as their breakfast. Okay, next one. So among the items below, can you guess which ones Chinese people often eat? 面、汉堡、包子、米饭、饺子。 Because for now you already know two 面和米饭，面 noodles，米饭 rice. So hello, sorry I dropped. Anyone typed answers? Everything that except hamburger. Steamed stuffed bun, rice. I miss buns. Okay. So who says everything? Catholic. Well, anyone have been to China, right? Or you did like a lot of research. You always got the correct answer. Except hamburger. Other answers are correct. So do you know how to say the names for this food in China? So let's practice. So the first one, noodles, 面. You can unmute yourself and read after me. 面.
面
Yes. Second one, hamburger, 汉堡. 汉堡.
汉堡
汉堡. Third one, steamed stuffed bun, 包子.
包子，
包子
包子.
包子，
Rice, 米饭.
米饭
米饭. Yeah,
米
米
饭。
饭. Or you can say 饭.
饭
饭. And for I know you guys like fried rice, right? You know how to say fried rice? 炒饭.
炒
烧
饭，
饭
Yeah, 炒饭. It's not on the PowerPoint. Next time I will post it. The last one, dumplings, 饺子.
饺子，
饺子
饺子，
So the 包子 and 饺子 look really similar, right? So how do you tell the difference? So 包子 steamed stuffed buns are bigger and dumplings are usually smaller. The fillings are various. Could be meat or vegetables, all kinds of meat, all kinds of vegetables. Could be spicy or sweet or salty. 饺子 also called dumplings. So they all can be called dumplings. Yes, especially for breakfast, 饺子, yes. 饺子 and 包子. So we have different types of dumplings. 饺子 is more common and northern people eat it nearly every day. Like especially during holidays, 饺子 is their must eat food. And 粽子. 粽子 is not on this PowerPoint. 粽子 is, we call it rice dumplings. We only eat this during Dragon Boat Festival. It's a typical during festivals. So let's review this again and do backwards. Dumplings, 饺子.
饺子
饺子，
饺子，
米饭,
米饭
米饭，
米饭.
米饭
Yeah, so focus on the pronunciation. 饭,
饭，
饭
棒棒的. 包子,
包子，
子
包子，
yeah, steamed stuffed bun, 包子.
包子，
包子
包子，
Hamburger, 汉堡.
汉堡，
汉堡
Yeah, because 汉堡 this word is we directly translate from English, so the pronunciation is similar, right? Hamburger, 汉堡, 汉堡. 面 noodles, 面.
面
面
Since fried rice is 炒饭, so fried noodles is guess, have a guess. Fried rice is 炒饭, so fried noodles. 什么面呢？
小面
炒面 yes, 炒面. So next time when you go to Chinese restaurants, you can directly say like 炒面 or 炒饭. Okay, let's do the last one, last quiz. So what does most Chinese people have for their breakfast? 大部分中国人早饭吃什么呢？康记、粥 or 包子、面、饺子。康记。So anyone knows like what is kanji? Like before we say porridge, but recently we noticed like porridge is not the one we thought. So the like more accurate translation would be kanji. So when you cook rice, you add more water and you cook longer, it will be kanji. So you can see from the first picture, this is made from the white rice. So it's a little bit plain. So we have to go with different like pickles, different ginseng to go with it. And the second picture you can see has different colors and different fillings inside. So like veggies, red beans, seafood, mushrooms, all kinds of kanji. You can literally have different kanjis almost every single day. So this is also a tricky question. Most northern people take 面,包子,饺子 as their breakfast. Most southern people take kanji as their breakfast. Like for me, I take kanji as my breakfast. This is my comfort food. So when my stomach hurts, I usually take kanji. But when I'm outside and I couldn't find a kanji restaurant, I will take 面 noodles. Okay, let's do the next one. The practice one. This one is a little bit hard, but I think you guys can do it. So first, let's read the first sentence. So you know the first one, right? Just unmute yourself. You can directly read. 你好. And 这个 means this. 这个 this. And then you can add food or anything in it. 多少钱 means how much. 多少钱 We learned 钱 last time, right? So 多少钱 means how much. 多 is more, 少 is less. 钱 is money. So let's read. 你好，这个 blah blah blah. 多少钱? So in this one, you can put food inside. For example, 你好，这个包子多少钱？你好，这个包子多少钱？ And the other one can say 你好 blah blah 元 This is also we learned last time. You can put numbers inside. 你好10元 like 10 RMB. 你好10元. So let's practice this one first. I will read one more time. 你好，这个包子多少钱？ Or you can say 你好，这个汉堡多少钱？ And the other one say 你好，8元. You can put any numbers you like inside. 你好，8元. So let's pick someone to practice. Ivy. Or say 你好，这个汉堡多少钱？
你好，8元。
And then you can pick the next one. You can ask the questions.
Sasha. Hello.
Ivy, you can ask the question first.
Oh, sorry. 你好，这个面多少钱？
And Nasha, you can answer. 你好. And then you put numbers, and then you add yuan. Hello.
Hello, Sasha.
Sasha, you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize the name that you said, Sasha. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct me
你
if
好.
I'm wrong.
你好，这个面多少钱？
你好，3元。
3元. Yuan.
Yuan.
I mean yuan.
你好，3元。
Perfect. 太棒了。哎，这个发音真棒。Your pronunciation excellent. And you can pick the next one, and you ask the question.
Edgar. 你好，这件多少钱？
多少钱？
多少钱？
Yeah.
What do I say for my tree?
Hello, you can answer 你好, and then you put numbers inside, and then yuan 你好. For example, like 你好8元. Hello. Probably your mic has some problems. Okay, I can hear you now.
So which line am I saying? The top one?
Hello. Still couldn't. Okay. How about let me see. How about Kathleen? Did I pronounce your name correct?
I think so. You did call me, right?
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
I will ask like, "Hello, 这个汉堡多少钱?"
Okay. 你好. Oh wait, I asked the question?
Oh, you can ask the question, yes. And you can put any food.
I know. I think I know a Chinese word for a food, so I'm gonna try using that. So,
Okay.
你好，这个西瓜多少钱？
哇，你好，5块钱，5元。 太棒了，西瓜 watermelon， 西
Yeah.
瓜 yes，
Do I say the next one?
you can say the next one.
Okay.
Yep. 太棒了。Where did you learn this word? I want to know. I'm curious.
The classes in my other school for Mandarin, so I already know a few things. Tai Wei La Pian Yi Dian R.
Oh, when you say the R, this is just at the end, 便宜点儿. So you don't have to read like one by one, like 太贵了，便宜点儿. That just soften your tone.
Okay. So Tai Gui La Pian Yi Dian R.
便宜点儿, 点儿.
Dian R. Okay.
Like when you pronounce English like R, 便宜点儿, you just put your tongue inside, like draw it back. 便宜点儿.
Dian R.
Yes, much better.
Okay.
You're already teaching the next one. Do you want to go ahead? Okay, I was we one. I just said 5 or 5块钱, right? 5元. Okay, 3元.
What do I say next?
好的.
好的.
然后你要多少个呢?
I'm a little confused now.
Okay. In the next one, it says 好的，我要 how many do you want? Like, okay, I want 3. 好的，我要3个. Because you just asking 西瓜 watermelon.
Okay. So I
Yes.
say 好的, and what comes after that?
Like, I want how many do you want? You can say like 我要5个 or 我要10个. 我要 means I want. Yeah.
我愿 oh no wait.
个.
个.
Yes. 你 for example 我要5个. 太棒了. 哎呀. So you can pick the next one to practice. For the rest part, I will teach later. So we can have like 2 more to practice the left part.
Okay, Amina?
Which part do I say?
So you can start from the first question. 你好.
Which food should I use? Exactly.
You can choose which one you like.
Is it mian or something like that for the
面 noodles. Yes.
你好，这这个面多少钱？
你好, 10元.
Do I say the next part?
Can you say the next part? I think you it's all of you learned Mandarin already, so you can say you can take the challenge.
大个人便宜点，
太贵了，
大个
便宜点儿。
Okay.
So you can read after me. 太贵了，便宜点儿。
太贵了。Okay.
Yes. So since like you guys already learned it, so I will just teach it from here. So 太贵了，太 means too much. 贵 means expensive. 太贵了. So in Chinese we don't have like the verb. We don't have like ed or something like that to present its past tense, but we use le to present its past tense, like too expensive, 太贵了，便宜点儿。You can say 便宜点。Because R doesn't mean anything, just soften your tone or sound cuter. So if you feel it's hard to pronounce it, you just say 太贵了，便宜点。So if you want to soften your tone, it will be 太贵了，便宜点儿。And then you answer, how much should be lower than before, or you just keep like the same amount. And then last sentence is 好的，好的 means okay, yes, means deal, like 我要 I want, 我 means I, want 要多少个 the last character means quantity. So like 我要5个 means I want 5 of these. So let's do it again. 太贵了，便宜点儿。You can unmute it and read after me. 太贵了，便宜点儿。
太贵了，
太贵了，
太贵了，便宜点儿。
便宜点。
太贵了，便宜点儿。太贵了，
太贵了，
便宜点儿。
便宜点儿，
便宜
便宜
点儿。
点儿。
Yes, excellent. 太棒了，太棒了。I know this one is a little hard to pronounce it. So let's practice one more time. 便宜点儿。
便宜点儿，
便宜点儿。
便宜点儿，便宜
点儿。
So let's say the full sentence. 太贵了，便宜点儿。
太贵了，便宜
贵了
点儿。
便宜点儿。
太棒了，太棒了。And then the last sentence. 好的，我要5个。好的 means okay. 好的。
好的，好的。
Sounds pretty natural. 特别自然。我要 I want.
要，
我要。
我要。
And then you can put numbers inside, like from 1 to 100. 我要10个。
我要
我要10个。
I want 10 of these. 我要5个。
我要5
要
个。
5个。
我要6个。
我要6
我
个。
要6个。
六。Notice my mouse. 六。So since we learned it all, anyone want to challenge it? Let me see. Natalia, do you want start first or I start first? Let's practice the whole sentence, whole paragraph. Natalia? Okay, maybe.
I'm sorry, I had a lot of noise.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to start first or I start first?
You could start first.
Okay. 你好，这碗饭多少钱？
Let's see. 你好. And can I repeat the same thing you said?
Like You want to repeat first? Okay, we can repeat first and then we do conversations. Okay. So 你好, because we have different quantity words, so it's not always necessarily 个, but 个 is always it's okay to say it. But usually I will say like for 饭, I will say 碗, like a bowl of rice. 你好，这碗饭多少钱？
Okay. 你好，
这
是
这个饭多少钱？
I'm trying to remember the hamburger.
Oh, hamburger, 汉堡。
汉堡。
Yeah. I know everyone wants to go come to China. They're tired of Chinese food. They still want hamburger, right? Okay. 你好，这个汉堡多少钱？
你好，
这个
这个汉堡多少钱？
多少钱？
钱
Yes， 太棒了。
多少
你好。Oh, hamburger is a little bit expensive in China. Let's say 50元, 50 RMB. 你好，50元。
你好，50 RMB
元。
yuan RMB.
Yeah.
The RMB is the yuan, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
太贵了，便宜点儿。
太贵了，太贵了，便宜。
Yeah, you have the tone already. You have the tone like 太贵了。I can see the disappointment. I can feel the disappointment in your tone. 40元。40 RMB.
Is
40. Oh, this one is hard. 40. It's more like a tongue twister, right? 40元. This one is hard. Then 好的。
Can you repeat that?
40元。
40元。
太棒了。And then last sentence. 好的。
好的。
我要一个。
我要一个。
一个。Yeah. So can we do conversations now? Do you want to ask me first or I start first?
I'll do it.
Okay.
你好，是这汉堡多少钱？
特别棒。So this one, this means 这个。
这个。
这个。Yeah. 这个。Perfect. 对的。棒棒的。你好，50元。
Then I have
then
to remember, correct?
And then you have to argue. You have to.
太贵了，便宜点。
特别棒。好吧，40元。And then.
And this is where I say the number, correct?
Yes. You say like how many do you want?
How do you...
好的。
我要一个。
我要。The letter start with Y. 我要。Perfect. 太棒了。And your pronunciation is excellent. 就发音特别自然 ，super natural。So I think the class is about to end. This practice is really hard. I didn't expect everyone can practice all of it today. I just put it here for backup. But everyone did an excellent job already maximized all the teaching materials. Thank you everyone. 谢谢。再见。I know you guys have other classes. 再见。再见。
再见。
再见。再见。太棒了。
Very well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Adrian,
Thank
for
you.
again a
谢谢。
great class. Thank you, Tree. Thank you, Evie. And with that, we will close today's session, and we will see you all at 10:10 in our science research project. So see you in a little bit. Thank you.